Hi, I'm Sharon Salzberg, and we're going to do some loving kindness practice together, brought together by the Insight Meditation Society. So, thank you. I thought today I would actually go into some of the legend surrounding the Buddha's first teaching of loving kindness. I was on a Zoom the other day, like a business meeting of some kind, and the person I was talking to said, I'd like to bring my daughter in so she could ask you a question. So I said, sure. It turned out the daughter, who was 9 years old, had gotten very into loving kindness practice. And her question to me was, how did this start? Like, how did it first begin? So I said, well, people say it started 2,600 years ago with the teaching of the Buddha. That doesn't mean it didn't exist in the world already, but it was a particular expression that was very clear, and because of the clarity, we have a practice that we can actually do. So the legend that surrounds the Buddha's first teaching of loving kindness is actually that he sent a group of monks off to a forest to meditate. And the forest happened to be inhabited by tree spirits. And the tree spirits were not that happy at the presence of the monks. So they decided to try to drive them away. And they had all these ghoulish appearances and shrieking terrible sounds and smells and so on. And sure enough, the monks became really terrified and they ran away. And they ran back to the Buddha and said, "Oh, Lord Buddha, please send us to a different forest." And the Buddha said in response, "I'm going to send you back to the very same forest, but I'm going to give you the only protection you'll need." And that was the first teaching of loving kindness. And he told them, don't just go and do a kind of empty or rote recitation. Really do a practice, really feel into it, that the nature of that offering. So the monks went back, I'm sure reluctantly, to the very same forest, and they did what the Buddha had instructed. And as these stories all end so happily, it's said that the tree spirits were so charmed by their very beautiful energy that they decided they were happy, in fact, that the monks were there, and they brought them food and took care of them. So whether or not you get into kind of the mythic aspects of the legend, the Buddha taught loving kindness, it seems, as the antidote to fear. That is the protection that we need. Perhaps not the eradication of the fear or the annihilation of part of what we're feeling, but having this countervailing energy that will, first of all, hold the fear in a certain way, and actually, in some cases, move us forward into action from a different place, not so governed by the fear or driven by the fear. It gives us an alternative, which is a sense of connection. So let's sit together. If you want to sit comfortably, you can close your eyes or not. The practice of loving kindness is done by the silent repetition of certain phrases. And it's those phrases that we rest our attention on. We gather all of our attention behind one phrase at a time. The phrases are the means of paying attention differently, of including where we might have excluded, of wishing ourselves well, where maybe we would ordinarily just fall into self criticism pretty constantly. The first recipient of the loving kindness classically is ourselves. And so the phrases are things like, may I be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. May I be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. You can repeat these phrases over and over again with enough space, enough silence, so that it's a rhythm that's pleasing to you. You don't have to try to force a certain feeling or emotion. And the the tone is self-blessing and then blessing of others. It's offering, it's gift giving, it's generosity of the spirit. If you find your attention wandering, truly don't worry about it. Maybe you've gone to the past or the future or judgment or speculation. See if you can let go gently. Return your attention to the repetition of the phrases. And see if you can call to mind a benefactor. This is like an embodiment of the force of love for you. Maybe they exist now, maybe they've existed historically, maybe you've met them or not. They've inspired you from afar. If someone like that comes to mind, you can bring them here. Could be an adult, could be a child, could be a pet. Bring them here, say their name to yourself, get a feeling for their presence, and offer the phrases of loving kindness to them. Even if the words don't seem perfect, they are the vehicle for this way of paying attention differently, for acknowledging, being present with. And so they're serving us. May you be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. Let's bring in a friend. Let's start with somebody who's doing pretty well right now. If someone like that comes to mind, bring them here. Offer the phrases of loving kindness to them. And a friend who's not doing so well right now, bring them here. Offer the phrases of loving kindness to them. And we'll just have a gathering, friends, family, those doing well, those not doing so well. Whoever comes to mind, we can bring them together and offer the phrases of loving kindness to the group, to the collective. May you be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. And then all beings everywhere, all people, all creatures, all those in existence, connecting to the boundlessness of life. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, live with ease. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes or lift your gaze, and we'll end the meditation session. So thank you so much. May you be safe and happy, healthy, and live with ease. And let's each try to bring some greater amount of loving kindness into our day. Thank you.